Hello everyone and welcome back guys to a brand new video where today we're here back with more iRacing. Yes, we're finally returning with a little bit more iRacing content. Obviously Daytona 24 kind of took up most of my time over the last couple of weeks, so I haven't had much of a chance to dive back into some iRacing. But today we're back once again in the F3 series. You know, we've had a couple of mixed races in the Formula 3 cars so far. We start P4 as the number 3 car for this one, so hopefully we can try and pick up a little bit of iRacing over the course of today there. The top two were, top three even, were a couple of tenths quicker than me, then the guys behind are a few tenths slower than me. So maybe, just maybe, we'll find ourselves in a little bit of a pace window here today. But yeah, as always, the aim is just try and get through the first couple of corners undamaged and then try to go from there and hopefully not drop it. Like we did at the Donington race we did a couple of weeks ago. That actually, I saw that on Twitch from someone else's point of view. It didn't look good for myself. But yeah, like I said, hopefully we can keep it clean. Maybe getting a little bit of iRacing, try and keep the SR nice and try and gain a lot of SR, try and keep the instant points nice and low as well. But obviously, if you're new around here, make sure you leave a like, get yourself subscribed as well for more iRacing content coming to the channel over the coming weeks and months. We're trying to hit 500 subs at the moment, so if you could help me get one step closer to that, it would be greatly, greatly appreciated. But I think we're about to jump into this race then. Let's do this thing. Not the best start in the world. Got on my outside, or inside even for turn 1 I should say. Got a bit of a better start there. As top 3 are almost going to go 3 wide in towards the first corner. We'll try and look around the outside. We got a 0x there. Didn't realise there was any contact. And the top 2 have binned each other off. And we'll be up into the lead. Thank you very much, I guess. All a bit weird, but I shan't complain. Down in towards the first couple of corners. We're at Zolder. I don't think I mentioned that at the start of this, but that's been the best start I've had in a while on iRacing. Heading down in towards the first chicane. I don't want to speak too soon saying I've had the best start in a while, because that instantly means I'm going to bin it as well there. But yeah, good little start then. Already to the front of the field, as we had a couple of guys with 1.5k iRacing. Oh god, don't clip that sausage gun. Just rattle the chassis around a bit, more than I'd probably like to. Yeah, luckily, obviously, I know the pace is quite good in this car, as long as we keep it consistent. Obviously, try to avoid front locking and everything like that. 17 laps ahead of us around this Zolder circuit. I always get Zolder and Zandvoort muddled up. It's not good. It's because of the Zs. I mean, how many tracks need a Z that are sort of fairly similar in terms of driving style and things like that? Down in towards the final chicane. Oh god, that's not where we want to be. Try and get on the power. Not a particularly good run at the final corner, but at the end of lap 1, we are leading the way as we head back down in towards the first corner. Got this guy having a look to our outside. We'll just defend that, thank you. And 84 iRacing if we were to finish here. That would certainly do us rather nicely, but yeah, P2 looking very, very quick. We've already got 6 seconds for the guys that aren't in the podium places. So yeah, good little start as we just try and dance on the pedals a little bit out of the first couple of corners. Let's just keep it nice, clean and tidy. Hope this guy doesn't destroy us as well into a braking zone. Let's really try and just... I'm trying to avoid clipping those sausage curves through there. It's just so easy just to unsettle the car and drop the back end. It's this guy again. It's a little bit close through the braking zones, but then obviously we can just pull away on the traction. Very, very worried he might just snag a brake and run to the back of me, so let me just try and get our iRacing up just a little bit. Unfortunately, obviously, I'd rather be one. Oh, God, see, look at that. Runs massively deep into the corner. But yeah, luckily we got away with that. Yeah, like I said though, I prefer to be sort of one of the lowest iRating people in a lobby, obviously, generally because there's a bigger chance to gain some iRating as well. But also the fact that, obviously, generally speaking, we're racing most of the time now sort of 1.8. See, it's early morning race this one, so we've got a fairly wide open SOF, so I think we're running about 1.3 to 1.8k iRating in this one. And, oh god. Didn't know where that guy was going to spot us or not. But yeah, so if we get like one of the lowest people in a split, then normally we'll be looking at most people are around the 2k mark, and I like to think, you know, once you're over 2k, you sort of know what you're doing, hopefully, some of the time, but if iRacing Twitch clips or anything to go by, people never quite know what they're doing on the platform as well. That was a little bit deeper on the brakes, as we've now got about 2 seconds to the guys behind there. I think Quentin, yeah, only lost the 1 spot in the process, so maybe those two can battle each other out for a few laps. We can just try to get a bit of a breakaway. But yeah, mixed success so far in the F3 series, but I always think Zolder F3 is quite an iconic combo on iRacing up to this point. Just again, be careful on the brakes. It's going to be, what, about 22-minute race? 22, 23 minutes, I think? 23, iRacing's saying. As long as we keep it nice and tidy. Don't make any mistakes, you know. The journey to 2K is always on, so hopefully this will help us get 1 step closer. Yeah, Andreas and yeah, not too sure. No, someone's binned it through turn 1, I think. I think it's just that guy rejoining. That was fast lap, was it? 24.7. So we're pretty consistent then, early on. I think that's 2 24.7s in a row we've just done. Because we're already on to lap 4 of this race. Still feeling like every lap you just get a little bit more confident on the rubber, everything like that. So there are a couple of guys going up a bit quicker, but they're also miles behind us in this race, which is okay for us at the moment. I think we've got a little bit of pace over Andreas behind. Hopefully this guy will get out of the way. Said hopefully this guy will get out of the way. He's in and out. He's my teammate. He's in and out for Tarry paint scheme as well. Come on, get on with it. Thank you. Always that little bit of a worry. You just sort of have to chuck it a bit deeper into the corner. Hope someone doesn't run into the back of you. That's going to be a decent lap. No, that's a low 24, I think. 24.1. The lap time was 24.1. I think, yeah, it keeps reporting incidents through turn 1, but I think it's just people heading back out of the pit lane. Anyway, pulling away though from the guys behind, which is good. Got a couple of lap cars as well, between myself and P2. So far, yeah, they've not been too bad. I think it's, yeah, about 22, 23 car field for this one. I was quite surprised. Like I said, this is a fairly, I mean, it's a morning split here in the UK. So, it is Saturday, so you'd probably expect a few more people to be up and at it on iRacing, but yeah, to still find quite a few people in here. I think it was about 80, 90 sign-ups in the end, so I think we got 4 splits. Don't know what split we're in, I'm going to guess it'll be 3. If it is 4 splits, I think we're second bottom, I would have thought. I'll have a few more cars, and that might be sort of 25. Trying to avoid changing down into first gear through the chicanes now, but we are still taking a little bit of sausage curve in a couple of places. Yeah, no idea what happened between the top two at the start. That's going to be a 1:23.6. I think we've done minorly quicker than we did at the start of the race. Oh, I think Quentin's bottled it. So I certainly need to up my crew chief volume at some point. I can barely hear him over the sound of the Dallara engine. Is it Dallara that do these? I know Dallara obviously built the chassis. I can't remember. It might be like Mechachrome or something. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, we're just out in front, 6 seconds in the lead now. 9 seconds. Things are looking good in this early stage of the race, but obviously still a whole long way to go. This one. Easy. A chance for lap cars to ruin my day. This guy gets out of the way. Oh, God, he's still looking very, very quick. 23.5 is a not too shabby lap time. So nice when you get this thing hooked up. You can can tell why a lot of people specialise in like F3 and stuff, as that might be a decent lap. 23.3, so we are finding more time. Yep, Quentin's gone. So I think he was one of the guys I was probably worried about in this race still, to be honest. So he just seemed to be romping away from Andreas behind us. That was close. Yeah, we don't need to push too hard, but we are just enjoying, you know, you've got to try and keep the tyres in good temperature window as well. Ooh, that's a bit more curve than I'd want through there. I must admit, Zolder as well is always one of those weird tracks that I've never done much racing around, but I certainly prefer something like this, over like a GT3 car or anything like that. You know, it's obviously such a tight, twisty technical circuit. I always feel like in a GT3 or a Porsche Cup car that I've done races around here before, and you really sort of feel like you have to lumber them around a bit more. But this thing, yeah, feels pretty decent around here. Nice and tidy. So yeah, top guy. There are still a few quick guys on the road that we're trading the fastest laps with. That's not what you want to do. Yeah, just so annoying when you just clip those sausage curbs. At the final corner though, what's that going to be? I think that's going to be another low of 23. Oh, a 23.1. Really nailed turn 1 that time round, thank you. More and more guys dropping to the wayside here, so it really is a race of attrition apparently. Got back for P3 going on though, by the looks of it. So hopefully we're going to have a few laps without any lap traffic to worry about. And yeah, just staying in this one's probably going to give you a good chance of not losing too much iRating, especially if you don't get taken out. That was a little bit close. Don't get too overconfident on the throttle. Sliding the car through the corners a bit. Oh, 22.8, that's good going. I think the track obviously as it gets rubbered in still. Yeah, I'm finding more and more time. I get all out of shape through the final couple of corners though. It's going to probably be a 23, yeah. I mean, again, we don't really need to push too much at the moment. That's not where I want to be. That's going to be our first instant point of the day. Very unneeded one. Yeah, this thing is quite good fun to race though. I always have thought that. It's normally just if you can survive lap 1, as we saw there, it's a bit of a disaster class, but then once you get heat into the rubber, everything like that, it is a very, very fun car to drive. It's one of those rare cars as well that's fun both to drive by yourself, sort of like more hot lapping like this, and then also to race people with. As long as obviously you don't get too close for comfort. See, I was about to say I still feel like I'm braking too early into there, and that time around I absolutely nailed it. Anyway, yeah, more people in the pits though. On to lap 10. That was another 23.3, and that lap didn't feel particularly brilliant, so... But again, we've got no need to take any risks at the moment, because 84 iRacing would nicely leapfrog us back up to 1.8k. Even if we end up grabbing 1 or 2 more instant points as well, we still should gain a nice chunk of SR from this. Hate that stats out when you drop it off the curbs. Just think of all the poor floor. Are you doing any damage to it? Not quite as bad as the old HPD, that if you got floor damage in that, it would basically just instantly decide it was a drift car. Made racing at Lemans very interesting. Someone's binned it. Yeah, like I was saying, it makes it very, very interesting racing at Lemans, where you basically got to eat curbs. You can't really hit them in the HPD. There you go, new PV. Top 3 separated by nearly half a minute now. See, oh god. Oh, that was close. Not quite what you want to do. Yeah, but like I said, we just got so lucky through the first couple of corners. Really did just right place, right time. Oh, no! Right, you might have just overheat the tyres just a little bit there. That's going to allow Andreas just take a few tenths out of me. A nice friendly reminder for us that hot lap chasing is probably not what we want to be doing towards the end of this. Seems, yeah, like 2 in front of us are having a good little battle.
Sector 1 is 0.5 off the pace. Sector 2 is 1.4 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0 tenths off the pace.
I hate the fact crew chief gives us that update on the one lap we absolutely bottled. That corner's so satisfying when you get it hooked up. You're getting a little bit ragged towards the end of this. But I'll still be a bit careful. No, not even a 1x. Fair enough. Hopefully these two will just get out of our way then. Something you want to see in front. And it just sort of throws you off a little bit. It's just taking a little bit of time out of me again. Oh, that's not a 1x. Thank you. So satisfying when you get this thing hooked up. Less than 5 to go though, here from Zolder. Not been the most action-packed race in the world, but it certainly has been exactly what I think every racing driver dreams of. Hopefully this guy will get out of the way. Oh, come on. That's not a 1x. What are you doing? Why? brake that early on the racing line. Hopefully we haven't got damage from that. What was that? And any dreams of gaining a fair chunk of SR are completely gone in this race. If you're going to let me through, stay off the line. Don't just sit on the racing line and then brake early. Luckily we got away with that, but that's not how you do blue flags, mate. That's annoying. 6x is, yeah, really not going to gain us much at all. Three laps to go though, here from Zolder.
Turn 1. There's a car rejoining in front.
God, what's this guy doing? Why is he crabbing so much? Why is he on the track if he's crabbing that much? Oh, well, it's been a mixed race in the end then. I thought it was just going to be an incredibly quiet one after that first lap, but clearly people want to make it a bit spicy. New PB.
Left in P1. You've just done a 23.1.
Still not too sure what that guy was thinking with blue flags. Let's see if we can try and get 22, but I'll try and push too hard for it. Definitely overfueled the car as well. Either that or we've been on an economy drive and didn't realise. That's not going to help. That's not going to help either, just a little bit of wheel spin. Grass through there. It's all going to do it tardy towards the end of this one. I've still got 9 seconds to play with though.
There's an incident in Esports.
At the final corner though, ready to start the last lap here from Zolder. Must admit, I've enjoyed this combo.
One more lap for the win. Come on.
Yeah, really. Got incredibly lucky at the start. No idea what's happened to Andreas now. Don't know if he's had a collision with someone or what, but he's dropped even further behind. Don't go out there, thank you. 17 behind us now, what's happened there?
Behind us now, 17 seconds.
But yeah, really, you know, we right place, right time, lap 1, and since then we've never really looked back. And this one we had a little bit of pressure from, I think, was it Quentin at the start? We then made a mistake, ended up behind Andreas, and then had more issues. Dropped out, and yeah, really since then, never looked back. apart from the one small moment with a lapped car. For us though, as we head in towards the final couple of corners, it's going to be our first win, I think, since, what, it would have been the Truck Series, back at the start of the year, or the end of 2020, start of 2021 in iRacing as such. Through the final corner though, it is going to be a win here in the Dallara F3 cars, by 18 seconds in a 17-lap race. That is exactly what we needed at the end of the day there. Thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy, do make sure you leave a like, get yourself subscribed as well. And yeah, we will be back very, very soon with more iRacing.